Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ready up! Front nine. I got you, pump. Check your backer, check your backer. Okay, back. Go, go. Check, check, back.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Lunch 59.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
20, that's it. 88. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 20. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. All you get is a headache. 26 Mike, 20. Express. No chance. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Out, 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 out.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's sharp. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
26 Mike. Switch up, switch up. Slam, slam. 20. 3. Check 99. Check 8. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On first down, it's Newton. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Great. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the slant. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. You don't want it? Express. Pick up the ball. Check 31, check 31. Check. Switch. Check 28. Back.
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the pass.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Check three. Alert 3. 20.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
26 Mike. I got it. Go. 26 Mike. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 8. 26 Mike. Silver.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
You got time. You got time.
44-yard line.
Ball trot. Begin. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, Newton. He's got Smith here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, it's James. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. Gun. 8. Rush in. 20. Undercrush.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
No. Chase. Lucky. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They run it with James. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 6-yard line.
I know you felt that one.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Chris Manhertz, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin first and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Now it's Jackson. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Break. Go 58 to Mike. Hey, here we go. Hey, Zoo. Get it.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right? Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense. Yeah. Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Slam, slam, slam. Check, 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 check. Slam, slam. Express. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Check 52. Great, great, great. 8. Shoot.
On second down now, it's James. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup. Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Gun, gun, gun. Trump, Trump. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Ready?
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Right to the 3.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Watch the eye. Say, say, say. Check 37, check 37.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Kill, kill, kill.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Fights him off. Oh, refusing to go down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Ready, ready.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey, hey, Greg.
36. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
20. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Go nowhere. 8.
Now Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hernandez. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it. But drop it there. Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass. As good as a sack. Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. So they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. Now he'll escape to his left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Here's Jackson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Hopkins' kick is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
From just shy of midfield, Newton looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think?
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
From the 24, Newton. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. 8. Gun. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Newton to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. In for the score, as his guys have now moved out in front. Now the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Let's go.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Express! Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Slam.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Got 4 down. Check 31, check 31. 8. Express. Get it.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
I'm going back to you. 20. Check.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Under 10. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Alert 3. Alert 3. Kill. Check. 8.
McCaffrey. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Again, they'll run with Freeman. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now he's going to send this one deep, right? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Ready, ready. 58, 64, clean.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Gun, gun, gun. Express!
On 2nd and 12, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Owens. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 25 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Watch twist, watch twist. 80 weapons. Twist, twist. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. 20. Crunch, crunch. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Express. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Express. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Check, 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 check. Express.
McCaffrey, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Time to go. 8. Shift, shift. Shift. Express. Motion, motion, motion.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, you know, in this situation, they're making the adjustment to be more aggressive. You got to wrap that football up.
Yeah, it always amazes me that people don't understand that well because you're going to come in as a defense. The first guy makes the tackle, you try and stand up the ball carrier, and here come the rest of the guys trying to knock the ball out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end, and there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win. Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical.